And we're in the company of correspondent Irris Makler in Jerusalem. What are the reactions to this hostage video?
Well, at the beginning, people weren't prepared to share it because there was horror at the thought of a young woman who's held captive being told to recite a script. And her family did say they felt she was reciting a script, especially the part where she was saying how well treated she was. Nevertheless, there was a cry from the heart within that video about, just take me home, bring me home to my family. That's all I want. That part I don't think needed to be scripted. So there are now appeals by this family, including, of course, to French leaders. She's, as you know, a dual national. I have seen a report that perhaps Macron will visit Israel as well, joining this diplomatic shuttle that we're seeing with the German Chancellor, the American President due to come. So if the French President comes as well, who knows how long this ground offensive in the Gaza Strip will be delayed. But I think the overall reaction here is one of this complex feeling that the parents of the hostage, the relatives, not just parents, of course, the relatives of the hostages feel, which is that this is an element of psychological warfare, a different form of terrorism, and something Israel has never coped with in these numbers before. So there's great fear here that Israel will simply put the hostages to one side and begin a ground offensive and deal with the hostages at the end. I think that's the biggest fear that people here have.
Yeah, the French president, who did confirm he's going to go, but he doesn't say when. He said, quote, "My wish is to be able to travel when we can obtain a concrete agreement, either on non-escalation or on humanitarian issues and more broadly on everything." And Irris Makler, that harks back to what you were saying. It's not just Joe Biden on Wednesday. He's preceded by the German Chancellor.
He's preceded by the German Chancellor, but I think Joe Biden is more of the main game, actually. Not because there are also hostages who are German dual nationals being held in Gaza at the moment. But I think Joe Biden is sending a message. First of all, it's a message of solidarity with Israel. He says he's going to listen to their military needs and also to see what he can do for the humanitarian crisis in Gaza and for the hostages. But I think it's also a message to Israel's enemies, to Iran specifically, which has been threatening some action, preemptive strikes from the north. This is going to, do not begin what will be a regional conflict. We are here with Israel. From here, he's going to meet the moderate Sunni allies of the United States in Amman. So that's the Jordanian king, the Egyptian president, the Palestinian president, and they'll be discussing all these issues, as well, of course, as what happens to the Palestinians in Gaza. Will some of them end up being rehoused for a short time or for a longer time in Egypt, something that Egypt opposes and has opposed for years? But I think all those issues will be on the table because other American leaders have said that they know Israel is going in, there will be a ground offensive, and that something has to be done for the civilians there.